Hello lovelies, it's NurseAggz back with another video. Today I'm going to stray away from talking about nursing and actually give you some tips on how to buy your very first car. I recently bought a car, well not so recently, it was last September, and it was a new 2017 Honda Civic. Now, I must start off by saying that it was completely different from what I thought I was going to get. I had been in the market for about 1 year, and that whole time I was really just trying to save for a good down payment as well as get my credit score up. Without further ado, just hop right into the tips I have and things that you probably would not think about, but you definitely need to have in your mind. So the very first thing is to go ahead and whatever cars you're considering, you want to make sure you get auto insurance quotes, because depending on what car you get, whether it's a luxury vehicle, a used car, that will dictate how much you pay for your insurance. And they also say that if you get a red car, your car insurance is more versus like a black or a white car, because a red car is more likely to get stopped by the police than the alternative. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Second thing is a budget. Go ahead and decide how much you are willing to pay for this vehicle and make sure you add the tax. Whenever you go into the dealerships, do not tell them what your budget is. Don't speak numbers too soon because they will use that against you. The third thing to consider is the APR, or the interest rate of the vehicle you're looking at. So the dealership will offer you a certain interest rate, and you want to ask them what that'll be, and then you can look elsewhere. You can look at your bank to see what kind of interest rate they can offer you for a car, and you'll compare the two so you can get the lowest interest rate possible. All right, the fourth thing to consider is what features are important to you. Do you want a fully loaded car with navigation, heated seats, automatic push start? Go ahead and browse on the car website. Actually go into several dealerships and look at their cars and let them give you the whole spiel as far as what the car can do, what fancy things it can do, and then you'll kind of learn maybe what things you can or cannot live without. For me, I needed to have leather seats, I needed to have heated seats, I wanted to have not only the automatic push start, but I really wanted to be able to turn my car on with my remote from outside my car. So like in my house, when it's really cold, I'll just like push a button on my remote and it starts my engine and my car starts warming up. So by the time I go in, it's nice and warm, and that was just really important to me. So go ahead and think about the features you want. That will help you narrow down not only what car to get, but what model of that car to get. The fifth tip to consider is to utilize websites such as Kelley Blue Book, which basically does reviews on any and every vehicle in the country. They kind of just give you the frank facts on car safety, reliability, etc. Also utilize YouTube. There's a lot of good reviews on there that show you what the car looks like on the outside and the inside. So definitely utilize those two websites, Kelley Blue Book and YouTube. All right, my sixth tip is to save as much money and put down a good, decent down payment. The more money you put down, the less your monthly car payments are, as well as the amount of interest you pay. So if you can afford to do that, then I definitely recommend it. My seventh tip is to try to build your credit before buying a car, because that will also affect your interest rate. So that means paying your credit card off on time. If you have student loans, making your monthly payments on time. As a new graduate student, I didn't really have that much debt, so therefore my credit score isn't as excellent as it could be. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, but it can only be but so good because I don't really own that many things. So therefore, like I said, I used that year to just make sure I was utilizing my credit card and paying it off on time, and I think that did help a little bit to decrease my interest rate. All right, my eighth tip, number 8, and one that's really big, is to buy your car during certain times of the year, because towards the end of the year, especially if you're trying to buy a new car, they are trying to get rid of those vehicles for the year, so they're going to have discounts on them. I bought my car around Labor Day weekend, and when I tell you I saved a lot of money, Like, I went to the dealership not even looking to buy that day, but then I saw how much cheaper it was because I had actually been at that same dealership a couple weeks prior, and the car was like discounted because it was Labor Day weekend, and it was a deal I could not pass, honestly. And like I said, it was because they're trying to get rid of those 2017 cars because they're going to get the newer 2018. All right, my 9th tip is to consider to buy a new car. For the entire year that I was in the market, I had my mindset on buying a used car because I heard that once you drive it off the lot, it depreciates in value. So I'm like, duh, I'm gonna buy maybe like a 2016 car and save thousands of dollars. The thing is, depending on when you buy the car, you actually might be getting a bigger bang for your buck if you buy the new car because you'll have the warranty, you'll have a discount. They do not discount used cars. So what they have as the price on it is what you're gonna get it for. You cannot haggle with them at all to get it down, whereas for a new car you can. I ended up going with the new car which like I said was totally unexpected and not what the plan was, but I just couldn't beat the value of it. It was a brand new car with like 0 miles on it. I saved thousands of dollars already for it being Labor Day weekend, and then on top of that I was getting the warranty. So like I said, just consider it, do your research, and don't rule it out. All right, the 10th thing to consider is that just know that cars are always changing and always getting better. What you see today might be dated next year. So that basically helped me be okay with getting another Honda Civic. I had a 2004 Honda Civic, and I just knew I was gonna get a luxury Lexus, and you know, I just had my mindset on that. But at the end of the day, the car that I got, which was a 2017 Honda Civic, had all the features that I wanted. It was affordable, it was economical, it was a reliable vehicle. For me at least, it's not gonna be the last car I plan on having. So for now, it does the job. It's something that I can afford, and with plenty of money left to spare for things that I enjoy doing. For travel, I really love to travel. Just think about that when you buy your car, and that might give you some peace as well. And the 11th thing that I would tell you is to make sure you ask them about gas and what kind of gas your car takes, because I was this close to getting another vehicle, and then they told me it took premium gas, and I was like, X, I do not want that. And now I'm so happy I didn't, because my small Honda Civic takes like only $25 to fill, and it lasts me almost 2 weeks. And honestly, you cannot beat that. My last and final tip is to make sure you ask them about other discounts. If you're involved in a certain organization, they might give you a special discount. For me, I benefited from the student discount because I just graduated from college, and all they needed was proof of my graduation. I gave it to them, and I think they knocked down my price by like $300 at least. So that concludes it for this video. I hope this is helpful. Please make sure to leave any comments or questions down below, as well as thumbs up this video if and only if you enjoy it. And then please subscribe to my channel as well, and follow me on my Instagram, NurseAggz, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.